hit the like button now. Smash up the like. Good evening, everybody. How are we doing today? It's a quiet one again. I'm not surprised because it's been over a week since my last live stream. So I can't complain about not many people being here because I need to get back into it all again. So yeah, welcome everybody. I hope you're doing very well. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. And yeah, I hope you are enjoying this current bullish market that we are seeing right now. Oh, this is ExoCharts that's open right now. I thought I had TradingView. There's TradingView, there's ExoCharts. Okay, cool, groovy. I may as well start with Exo. Because the obvious thing to be saying right now, and this is across the whole market, and can everyone hear okay? Yeah, the music level's all right? Why am I like flickering everywhere? Am I flickering? Is it all working? Is everything working okay? I can see I don't know what's going on here. Weirdness on my screen, but hopefully, yeah, hopefully it's all okay. Please do let me know. Chat's silent. All good. All right, cool. So, yes, first things first, right? Don't be a dum-dum trying to short everything right now. Just accept that market conditions are bullish, and at some point they won't be. But whilst they are, like, the easy money is just in longing stuff. And I've seen, like, every time I seem to comment, like, every time I post a chart, or every time I'm on like Twitter and stuff, and I see other people posting bullish charts, they're like, oh no, we're gonna crash to 30k like soon. Like, oh, I've sold everything. We're gonna crash. There's nothing to suggest that we're going to crash right now. It might, and if it does, fine. But in the meantime, every day that you think it's going to crash and you're not making the most of this, because these conditions are something that come along once every 4 fucking years. So make the most of it. You will not get another opportunity of conditions like this once this is over, okay? Yes, okay, we're going to get the big bull run, but that's different to what we're seeing now. This is just a complete release and a repricing and bringing new liquidity into the market. So you just need to allow it to happen. And for every day that you are going against what everyone's doing, this is literally dumb money season at the moment, and for every day that you're going against that, you're thinking it's going to crash, you're scared of buying stuff, you're scared of just making the most of the opportunity that's here. I'd spoken about this like ages ago. I was like, when we have seen strength from the market, that is when I will go in hard. And when we had that Bitcoin breakout, it was actually when we had the fake ETF news and it didn't fully retrace. That for me was like, we are on now. And that's when I just went, okay, forget the legacy markets, that time will come back again. For now, yes, okay, I can trade that during the New York session, but I just want to be milking this as much as I can and finding the good assets that are going to be making some good money. So yeah, at some point, this is going to correct, but for right now, like, I just want to start off this stream by saying, like, just, yeah, don't try and outsmart the market when it is silly season, because you're just missing up on opportunities. And yeah, you got to allow it to play out. So for now, we can do all the technicals that we want, but there's a lot of stuff melting up. I want to talk about things like that. I want to be looking at altcoins. I want to be looking where potential is in the market, because like every portfolio that I've got is like multiple, just yeah, it's kind of crazy. So I want to try and help and find those opportunities that are out there whilst conditions are as they are. But we'll start off with Bitcoin. Okay, again, I see like every time I post about Bitcoin, and it's like we're in an uptrend. Yeah. Everyone seems to think we're about to crash to 30k like any minute now. This doesn't to me look like a top. All right, we had a rejection here, right? And that was a correction of how much? Let's just go back over onto the chart here. So from that 38k high, which coincidentally is where I said we'd be going anyway, we had a 7% correction from that. I think that's pretty much sufficient. And if we can bring that down to around about 10%, like bring it down to like that 35k, I would be very happy at that stage. And I think that would be a nice correction to be looking for another leg higher. So at the moment, I have kind of an idea that where we are right now, we're building these bullish divergences. We're not closing any candles bearishly at all. Like the 4-hour looks good. It looks like we've just had a Monday where price is just consolidating. And then from tomorrow, we're probably just going to continue higher. That to me looks like what we're seeing right now. If I go back over onto exo charts here, then this is just what I want to demonstrate to you guys, is that rising open interest throughout throughout yesterday and today, rising open interest on negative delta, price remaining stable. So showing you that shorts are opening at support, and the more likely scenario in that case, because there has not been continuation, okay, if this was leading, we would have been breaking down like 8 hours ago, but we haven't. So now that open interest is starting to decline again, that shows that shorts are already starting to get a little bit trapped in those positions, potentially starting to get stopped out. And I do think that this can be going higher to take away some of that open interest, some of the shorts that have opened within this range here. So short positions, fine, like, okay, take them if you're managing to get highs, but if you're short within this range, it's not really something that I would want to be doing right now, because I do still think that this can go higher just based on what we're seeing. Okay, rising open interest, negative delta, price remaining stable. The chances are in that instance that we are going to be going higher as a result of that. So targets to the upside, I don't really know. Like, in all honesty, I'm not really that fussed on Bitcoin. If I look on the macro, oh look, there's the drawing I did the other day. Yay, it worked. But what I wanted to share was this one, which does show that we are at some macro resistance. So if we're looking at the chart here, we're coming up into this order block from back in May 2022. So we've got this red zone here as a daily order block. We're inside a gap on the chart. So there is this fair value gap, this imbalance that's on the chart from the day that we broke down on the 6th of May, my birthday. And it is 38k is where I thought this move could top out. And it still might, but in the meantime, I think more ranging is kind of likely here, and still tons of opportunities on altcoins. We've only just seen Ethereum start to pick up, so I think that's got to have a bit of a run. Like I mentioned last week that I think Ethereum, the time is now, and then a few minutes later it just went crazy. So I think Ethereum's got some catching up to do. I've got a target on Ethereum of around about 2,800, which would just be coming to parity with what Bitcoin is doing. So if we can see that continuation from Ethereum, give that a week or two, then yeah, maybe Ethereum gets a move up towards that 2006 to 2,800. So if you're going onto the daily chart here, it's the same order block, right? That same order block. I don't think I've got a cleaner chart, but that's basically the idea. of what I want to be seeing from Ethereum. And then it means that, like, looking at total 2 and total 3 market caps are the two that I'm very, very keen on seeing a bigger rise over the next few months. So if total 3, like altcoins being massively suppressed, they are clearly broken out, clearly, right? There's no, that's a breakout of this just downtrend that we've been in. And we could be seeing a decent move up on the total market cap of another 50% here. On total 2, again, this is including Ethereum, another 40 to 50%. So yeah, I think I'd like to see a few more weeks of generating new liquidity in the market, which at the moment has to mean that prices continue to go up. So look for opportunities for spot positions and relax on the spot positions. Does that make sense? Am I being like really bullish? It sounds weird, right? It does. It even sounds ridiculous when it's coming out of my mouth, but I know there's logic behind it, and we know what crypto's like, and we know the way that it can just melt up and just leave everyone behind. Like it will not give corrections like people are expecting if this is to be, even if this is like, and what I'm talking about isn't like bull market like this. I think that's going to happen next year. But like even this one, okay, when there was that breakout before COVID crash, that was a good couple of months of up movement. There was this one that was a good like 3 months of just very, very bullish price action. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But for now, yeah, I think Delira says you'll keep shorting my top the top, please pump my bags. Yeah, really bullish, but I like it. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice, and it's yeah, it's just good to have these conditions. And we're only a couple of weeks into them. Usually you would expect this kind of thing to last like 6 to 8 weeks. And that's not a whole, like next year, bull market, post-halving, yeah, that could last an entire year. That's when things go crazy. But 6 weeks of prices going up doesn't sound too bad. But then we'll start to correct around Christmas, around New Year, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Should we have a look at some altcoins? We'll chart some stuff up. Yeah, on alts, like, I mean, for a lot of altcoins, I've taken like my first take profit on a bunch of stuff, and then the rest I'm just see what happens with it, because once you hit that first take profit, then everything else is just a bonus. So it's like meme, okay, I was speaking about this. I'm about to hit that first take profit on here. So this was buying meme down. I mean, I've shared all my entries for this with you guys in the crew. I bought meme when it was down here, and that was an initial long position that I took profit on. I then got stopped, and then I bought back in. So I hit take profit 1, that little wick stopped me out on this, and then I went into spot position because I made some good profit on a leverage trade. So then I went spot, and from that spot position we're up pretty crazy. Zeph, which has come through again, like big take profit around here that I've been accumulating. So we're up like 250% on that. Tier, I don't really need to say any more about this. I've been like, this was just insane. Buying that point of control retest, we're up 150% from earlier on, taking a couple of take profits on this. There's ZCX that I've been looking at. Big Time is another one. Oh, that's annoying. That's like retraced today. I thought I was going to be able to come on and be like, yo, look, this one's going as well. But yeah, a bunch of stuff that's doing very, very nicely right now. And it is just that kind of market that like any dips, you can just buy them. Even the stuff that's down, the only reason stuff is down today is because it's already been up so much, isn't it? So Yeah, happy days. CV, how do I enter a long on BTC? I want to buy Lambo. All right, you gotta go 1000x, no, million x leverage your entire portfolio in exactly now. Million x long. Go, pump it, pump it, pump it, pump it. No, don't do that. That would be stupid. What do you think about DOT? DOT, I like. I think DOT's something. I mainly do like low caps and mid caps. DOT, like, honestly, is a bit too big, a bit too heavy. We've seen what Solana can do. Yeah, fair. So yeah, maybe DOT. Oh, DOT's already up a lot. Yes, Luna. Can everyone hear Luna barking in the background? Luna! Stupid dog. Okay, I'm gonna be just... Let's have a look at this. So, okay, we've taken out a major high. That's a weekly close just below. Daily. Again, today we took it out again here. 4 hour. It's obvious why we are seeing a bit of a pullback on Polkadot. You've probably got the golden pocket from here as well, haven't you? Just that last move. Yeah. Above the POC, but coming into some more high volume up there. And around about that and could be up. Okay, so yeah, it's understandable why we're seeing the pullback. Just, I don't really know why I needed to put much more on the chart, but it's like you're taking a high. And as of yet, we haven't had like any closes above. But same kind of thing, right? Just look for this to start to form a range. You've had a pullback of, again, 7%. If you get that 10 to 15% correction when we're in an uptrend like this, then that would look like a decent opportunity to start once again looking to buy. You got a very, very steep uptrend, but for now it is an uptrend. You're extended away from that. So is this going to be some consolidation for a couple of weeks? Opportunity to re-accumulate, and then we're going to be looking higher. Moving averages are often a good thing to be checking on this. So the 4 hour 50 EMA. The 4 hour 200 EMA for those big wicks down. So whilst we're above those moving averages, I'd imagine right now we're at the 21. Yeah, we're right on it. And it's so obvious, right? Like right now it's like this is what the market is. It's bots that are in TWAP buy mode, and then they're not going to stop. They're not going to stop until like retail silliness can take over and there's new liquidity coming into the asset. So these are just, yeah, TWAPing all the way up. Just buying at regular intervals. When it comes down into something like a moving average or a VWAP, then there'll be more buying that happens on these. And whilst we're above them, there's not like, the thing is everything's up so high that when it does start to cool off and when these do start to correct, then there will be really, really good opportunities to take shorts. But right now, it's just there's so much more value in taking a long position because it's going up. So what can you get out of shorts? Less than you can get on longs, because if you're short from here, you're going to get 7%, but if you long it, you're going to get 12 or whatever before the next little bit of resistance. I don't know. Justice, tier market cap 740 million, fully diluted market cap 5 billion. How much more upside is there? Gotta correct. Yeah, I don't think there's any more unlocks on tier until 2028 though, right? So although it says fully diluted market cap, I think there's going to be token burns, and I don't think there's any more unlocks. And it's something like 2028. It's a long way off. So you can just... Sometimes that fully diluted market cap can be a little bit misleading. I don't really know, but it's gonna be burn because there is gas. So the supply should at some point, like Ethereum, start coming down. I don't know enough about it. And yeah, like tier's up crazy, so we'll see how it goes. I did a side-by-side comparison on this. So this was in the crew. I also posted this up on Twitter. Did anyone see this? So this was comparing the move from... It's very similar to what we saw from Matic and very similar to what we saw from DOT. So if you go back, if anyone saw the DOT comparison, then yeah, great. But also like Matic when it launched. This was a much like... This kind of did it in two phases, which I think might be what we're seeing from tier. Can I go on the 4 hour? Will it take me all the way back to 2019? Yeah, there. So it's almost like this initial phase where it just launches, consolidates, does the thing of... Don't know where the point of control is going to be on this. But it's just a similar type of thing where these new assets launch. And then that first move up that Matic had from, let's say, POC somewhere around here, 800%. But then after that, that's just this. So then from this POC, roughly middle, that was another 3,000% after that. So if you're looking at where potentially, this is maybe a little bit over the top, but Matic, it's a 17,000% move, and it still went higher after that. This is what you just got to be careful. Like, just there will be assets that do this, and if you pick the right ones, like 10,000% moves within. Okay, maybe not straight away. Maybe look for like a 10x now, and then another 10x when the big bull run starts. Because this first 10x, whatever, will get it known. We'll get it into that top 50 market cap, top 100 market cap, whatever, top 10 market cap. See what happens with it, and then if it's still like with Matic, that had another run later on, and it was very similar with DOT, right? So this here being that first move from DOT, so you launch, you have sideways, you get that first move up, which is where we are on tier, and then this went like 150%. So maybe we're entering into this like more of a corrective range bound type of thing here soon. I certainly don't I'm not saying this is just going to continue and continue and continue, but whilst it is in an uptrend, then yeah, it's looking okay for now. Like I said, I've taken profit a couple of times. I'm happy to hold the rest of it as a spot bag. Like at some point I might be able to say, yeah, I bought this at $2 and one day it might be at $200. You just don't know in this market. I don't really know enough about the coin. I saw similarities in the chart to what I'd seen on other assets, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna buy it, see what happens. Any coins that have not pumped yet besides LTC? Doge. I'm when I'm taking profit, I'm moving everything into Doge. I'm not really going back into USDT right now. I'm going into Doge, and then if I need to buy something else, I'll convert Doge into whatever it is. I'm just like straight into Doge, convert into Dogecoin. There's one inevitability within. I think like there's only two things certain in life. There used to be death and taxes, but now you're in crypto, you don't really need to worry about taxes. So death and Doge pumping at some point in the bull market's the two certainties. So yeah, I think this looks great, and I don't care if look, at some point this is probably just going to go mental, right? It looks so good, and I would be very surprised to see this particular run that we're on. I would be very surprised to see Doge just be like, yeah, I'm not taking part in this, because even stuff like Pepe is looking good now. Like Pepe looks like it wants more, and you've got meme that's again like, I bought this, so clearly meme coins are doing all right. Ape, yeah, Ape is on my watch list, so anything that's pink are like things that I just am looking to buy. So I went through and I did I'm doing like a Coinbase portfolio as well, because Coinbase is the stuff that I use as, I guess, like my liquid assets. They're the ones that I cash out of, use to buy things in normal life. So if I can get just, obviously within other exchanges, then I'm converting I just have them on exchanges, and then I'm putting them into cold wallets and not really touching that money. But on Coinbase, that's pretty liquid for me. I'm using that stuff. So this is my watch list on Coinbase right now that I just want to see like gradual returns from. So Sai, I bought, this was over the weekend. Algo I bought over the weekend. So yeah, correcting a little bit today, but still looking good overall. True, I bought that over the weekend. Quant, I'm going back into Quant. It did very well for me last time. Near, I'm looking at. But again, this was a few days ago, so I might need to redo this whole list. Perp, don't know what perp is, but chart looks nice. Flare, chart looks good, but XRP is probably going to have to move at some point for that. There's a bunch of stuff, but Algo I really like at the moment. I think that's got a lot of upside potential. We're already up quite a lot today, but once again, corrective move. Algo is looking good. Yeah, there's a bunch of things. This one looks good. I honestly don't know what's too much more to say. I'm just flicking through assets. It's like, take your pick. Everything looks pretty good right now. What's down? Blur. Understandable. Pikachu, you have a question? Of course. What is your question? Can I look at hello? Sure. Ah, okay. Look above. Any recommendations on X accounts to follow in these current market conditions? Of course, except yourself and outside the crew or anyone or group who stand out to you. Yeah. So there are a couple of accounts that I quite like. And honestly, it sounds crazy, but they are like, this is where the bigger like shillers pays off to listen to what's being like really hyped. So it's the obvious ones. It's there's is it Cold-Blooded Shiller? He does stuff on altcoins quite a lot. I think he's got some like there's a guy called Kazi, the Crypto Kazi, who's really into low caps. I've been looking at his. I've seen a post now, and he's now shilling this B Bank, and I've been in B Bank for like ages, so that's quite nice. There's a token called AIX. Haven't heard of that, but I'll check that out. Planet. I bought Planet a while ago. He's shilling that one. Cree. Have no idea what that is. Oh, I can hold on. But yeah, sometimes it's really basic. This guy. He has some good low cap stuff. So I just honestly like I'll just look at accounts that are. There's this other one. Is it Kaz? No, Kaz the Shadows. Oh, who is it? I don't know. There's some other people. Oh yes, this guy, Crypto Shadow. He's good with gaming tokens and things. So that's where I found Shrap. Initially, found that from him, but yeah. Don't do that. Who just made that account? I was joking. Don't. Shall I make them moderator? I'll make HMLC moderator. Fairly substantial daily RSI divergence on Doge. Okay. Daily RSI divergence on Doge. Let's have a look. RSI. Yeah, but like I'd imagine there's a lot of this going on. Yeah, see, I'd agree because you've already had some decent like corrective stuff with this, and this isn't going crazy yet either. This is just gradually, again, you're getting those like everything right now, like 7 to 10, 7, 10, 15% pullbacks. That's a correction in my mind. you have divergence from here to here, you've pulled back. You're at support. It's like trying to time a top is tricky, and you're expecting the market to what, come all the way back down here? Or are you looking for maybe it cools off and starts to find support down there? You got a nice point of control. That 0.068 could be something if the market does start to correct a little bit more. How about anyone for general trading content and not necessarily altcoin shillers, like order flow, market profile? Oh, I thought you were talking specifically about how I find the altcoins. Yeah, I mean, I've posted on my Twitter a few times. I'll find it. Where's the last post that I did that was recommending accounts? I do it all the time. I don't do the like silly follow Friday thing, but quite regularly I will post recommendations for other people's accounts that I like. I was scrolling. I tweeted so much recently. I can't find the last post I did on this. I think maybe I've gone too far. I think maybe I've missed it. Try and find it. I don't know. I'm trying to find a post. And then there's a list of people. I think I've gone too far. I think it's gone. Anyway, look on my profile for a list of... here we go. There's a nice list of people. 10 sub 10k accounts that deserve to be 100k. These people. These people are good. Good people. A certain someone is missing from that list. Who's missing? Christopher Hall. You? Are you telling me you share alpha? I wouldn't know if you share alpha because I just know you as one of the reply guys. You would like to see this start to push. If it's going to, then it should do it this evening. You don't want to hold on for too much longer. Just below that VWAP at the moment. Okay. Yeah, if we're gonna be getting a nice like another move up overnight going into tomorrow, you'd want to see that 36,900 flipped at this stage. You've had a decent bounce from down here. Still getting that bullish divergence, but you would want to see that 36,900 flipped. So I had this idea previously. I just not feeling particularly confident about this anymore. So we had the move down. We were looking for that, and then basically looking at the MPOCs below. So you've got an MPOC down here, 35,300. You've got that 34,750. You've got this daily level, which takes out all of these lows. But it's just hopeful right now. Expecting a correction is more hopeful than anything. Potentially be a bearish daily candle on Nasdaq. TradFi guys love a candlestick pattern. Yeah, I haven't actually traded this today. I've taken a day off from legacy markets, just been doing a bit more research today. There was no news or anything. We've got news all week. So tomorrow's CPI, we've got PPI, we've got unemployment data, we've got manufacturing index. There's a lot of news this week. I mean, really? Like, if you saw that at the bottom of a downtrend, it's a reversal hammer. But yes, fair, okay. Same. I can't remember what this is called. Hangman. Is it Hangman? Maybe. We had it at the bottom down here, didn't we? I mean, ES doesn't look like it's very weak, does it? Did this? Oh, the strap stat worked again today. The magic initial balance. So that is another day for the magical initial balance. You close the initial balance at the A B period stays the low of the entire session. You're in the upper portion, so therefore you've got a bullish bias. Nasdaq, same thing. A and B periods. You're closing in the upper half, so therefore bullish bias. We go and take the highs. Lows are not taken. Happened last week. Didn't happen on this day, but like every single day, it works. It is fantastic. Oh, weird. What about bonk? Bonk. I think bonk might be a little bit done by now. You got to look at stuff that's not like what's this? How much has this already gone up? Yeah, that's 1,500%. So within what, a few weeks? Like, what I'm looking for is stuff that's around here that still has that other like 400-500% to go. So bonk's done. But even so, like, why would you could look for shorts, I guess, but why? I guess having some short exposure is a good idea. But ultimately on bonk, you'd at the very least expect this to come down to that 12. It's at 16.7 or whatever this is. That looks like a top more so than. Where are you on the chart? It's up like ridiculous amounts. So yeah, this is not the kind of thing I'm looking to buy. Like, yeah, fine buying stuff that's up like 50, 60, 70, 80% right now because there's still the potential for many more multiples of that to come. But buying something that's already 15x in the last 4 weeks, no. Kind of annoying though. I remember I bought bonk. I don't think I've still got any bonk. I think I bought bonk quite early. Bonky bonky bonk. What even is bonk? I did buy it, yeah. But I just saw the chart, so I had this. Where has it gone? So that's when I was charting. It was back here somewhere. So was I looking at this as support, or was I looking at this as resistance because you then flipped it? Either way. Where did you buy B-Bank? On their app. I don't know what exchanges they're on now. So B-Bank is changing its name to like Masari or something. But I think right now it's called Block Bank. I've got their app. I bought it through there. Their app's kind of terrible. I don't know why I've really bought it. But yeah, I've got their app there. So I bought it just direct. Okay, Edwin. Yeah, I saw I saw your post on this in the crew chat, but it was just before I was going live, so I didn't have time to answer it. I don't want to be like, yeah, just because I use Quantar and other people do doesn't mean that you should just do the same. You've got to look at your system requirements. Like if you've got a computer that isn't there and doesn't have the ability to trade, I don't know if you can use Quantar on a Chromebook. I have no idea. But just check the system requirements. It will tell you online. And if you can't, then yeah, you're kind of in a bit of a pickle. They've got dozens of like things you can use. You can use Tradeovate, and then you can just trade directly on TradingView. So if you've got a Chromebook, use Tradeovate, because then you just connect it down here, right? There, you connect it, and then you can trade NASDAQ and the ES direct on TradingView. But you're not going to be able to switch it. Once you bought it on that platform and you've got the credentials, so they probably won't allow you to switch. You might just have to buy a new new account, but it's what, $11. Yeah, if anyone wants to take part, not to just so people are aware, I'm just putting this link in. So if you use this link, let me just do a proper comment. So Top Step, and I think this ends today. It ends today, so they're doing a 50k trading combine for $11 this weekend. It's still going today, but then use code VETERANS11 at checkout. So there's the link if anyone does want to use it. I've just posted it into the chat. Also, links in the description below on Woo. You can get 50% profit share of your fees, so 20% rebate on all of your fees on Woo. But use it if you want it, don't use it if you don't want it. That one didn't play out. XRP is pumping, yeah. Flipside freedom. Be really careful using any sort of API. Why? I mean, everyone uses APIs. Just don't be stupid. Make sure you're not going into something ridiculous. But I thought I would just trade online, like all the brokers I use. Yeah. Where's the next resistance here on XRP? Because this is going for it, isn't it? I have a lack of TA on stuff like this because I just don't know how much more we have left. So I can draw targets and then you can just blast through them and go and go and go and go and go. But once again, it kind of makes sense why XRP has had some resistance here, but Luke, how do you think of the CVD divergences on B2C at the moment? I feel I can't trust them anymore as they don't pay out like they used to. Yeah, like they'll be getting better again because, like I said before, the whole point of this, we're seeing higher volumes, and we are starting to see, I guess, like a little bit of new money coming into the market. But if you look at like stablecoin dominance and the stablecoin liquidity, it's still low. Like, so yeah, like order flow for me, I just don't find it gives you an extra edge whilst the volumes are this low. I know there are some people that still like it, but that's why I think for myself, just looking at the general market trends, and when you're seeing things, okay, like this increase in open interest on negative delta price holding, it's just enough to give you a bias, but not necessarily like to trade off of. The last time we saw something like this, yeah, whenever we see something like this, like back here, delta down, open interest increasing, we then got the squeeze, and then that wiped a lot of the open interest off the board. So yeah, I think there's still a ways to go, and I think we still need aggregated data. We still got to wait until to see what exchanges are looking the best. But yeah. Let's check one more gaming one. Oasis. Let's have a look. Ooh, who subscribed? Makinek. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you very much. How many people have we got viewing this now? Okay. Not bad. Oasis. Mexi. I don't like this. KuCoin? I really like when it's not clean like this. I stay away from something that's this thin. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't like the way that this looks. I just typically will just stay away from anything that just is as thin as this, because it's just like really hard to gauge what's there. There's no liquidity in this. So yeah, a bit of a cleaner chart and maybe you'd be looking at something. It's in an uptrend, but I'd probably, it sounds kind of crazy, but I'd be more inclined to trade a token like this once it does marks up into a different price point and has new liquidity in there, to see if it brings in new traders, because right now there's just that's a massive lack of volume on this token. So the volume on here in the last day, 2.48 million, and that's 2.48 million on a 5 cents token, so that's not a lot of money, is it? So 2.4, like 2,400 times 0.05. $1.2 million a day trading. No, that's wrong. I've done a completely wrong calculation. I can't do math. I'm so stupid, man. Can't do maths. You get the idea. Not very much liquidity on this. That's another reason why I was a little bit like, I think this is kind of similar, but I don't know. I just kind of thought I'd go. Trap's probably a similar one, not very much liquidity on it, but yeah. Yeah, what is it? Let's have a look. Oasis. Bright. Dark mode. No, not OKX wallet. Go away. I don't really like the website. It's like, that's a really don't know. A really glitchy website. Not sure. Yeah, okay. I'll look into it, because it is an interesting one. Because a lot of stuff like this looks like terrible when you first actually go into it, and then you find out that it's pretty decent. So What do you think with FTM? Oh man, another one that I haven't looked at. I've just got empty charts all over the place right now. Everything's at this like really difficult place where it's taken out a major high. What was it we were just looking at that was similar on this? That's the correction from the other day. You've got, go down onto the 4 hour. With a bunch of these things, you'd be looking at like something like this, and then if it can hold, then fine, higher. And then ultimately you're looking at, you'd be coming up towards these highs. But, well, XRP ETF filed, is that why XRP is pumping? Okay, makes sense. But yeah, FTM is, you can see it, right? You just take out lows, gap in the chart, look to come back into support, which is somewhere down here. So if there is to be a flush, yeah, something down here, 29 cents. Set a little lower at 29 cents. Because for like a scalp trade, long, you can go 29, reclaim new highs. You can get 20% off of that in just a simple trade. Let's go back over to XRP. You can use Ethereum as an example for this and Bitcoin, because if this is the ETF pump, Ethereum had that the other day that was here. We've got continuation, and then it's just been back into that order block. So 4 hour AB here, and that's been holding a support before higher. And then what you've done is just take out a high and lower imbalance on the chart around here. So similar. 4 hour AB into 1 hour, 1 hour into 30. 30 minutes kind of clean, stay on the 1 hour. So Ethereum, you want to find support around here. Maybe even just taking out that low. Probably got the point of control in here. It'd be nice if Ethereum pulls back to like 20,050. So I was talking about XRP, but look at like similarities. So XRP's just done like this move. So see how Ethereum's reacted, because XRP might be a similar situation. If there's this is more ETF stuff. Really going for it, isn't it? Surely you just have to say this is going to make a new high. It's actually crazy how much of the market like XRP missed, because I can remember when this was $3 and it never even got to $3 in the last market cycle. So not remind you of this though. Similar. Big consolidation, test pump, hold POC, continuation. And this is the type of pattern I look for everything. So on here, if we go back to the last cycle, the test pump, correct. That's an accumulation. Hold the POC, continuation. A little test pump, come back. There's the POC, all the way down here. Oh, you got a high volume node here. I guess, yeah, that's clear that you're going to have more down there, but similar type of thing. What can we expect from XRP now? I don't know. Like this first move, you've just taken out a high, so you'd expect that to cool off and just the initial excitement from that news to just chill out a little bit, but I don't know. It's fake ETF news season, so we'll see. Yeah. Even though like nothing's actually happening and everything's kind of priced in already, they're just using it to drive the markets higher right now. So anything that's any kind of news is just causing prices to go up. It's like it in legacy markets as well. So it's not just crypto that's being ridiculous right now. It's like it in legacy markets, every news event. So we'll see if this continues through tomorrow because we've got the CPI and PPI this week. But FOMC pumped, unemployment claims pumped, the bond auctions. Okay, there was one crash last week, but then pump after that. Everything that's like any kind of data is just, whether it's good or bad, market's just melting up off of that kind of news. So it is interesting. And it's across the board. Like this is probably the most bullish, like NASDAQ last week. Like a 10% move up on NASDAQ. I don't think it's ever. When was the last time there was a move of 10%? Okay, yeah, back in May, you had a pretty big melt up here. But before that, even all-time highs weren't as crazy as they were last week. That is an insane move. Not something you see often. Okay, I might wrap it up. I'm aware I haven't done very much charting today. So yeah, I think I'll wrap it up there. I haven't not done too much charting today. Going to be back into trading as normal from tomorrow. But this was just a little chill out, a little catch up across the market, just seeing what's going on, basically. I did a bit of work over the weekend and then I had some stuff to sort out today, so that's why I'm a little bit just behind on exactly what's going on. But this is, yeah, it's been a nice catch up. It's been good to be back online with everyone again. I'm gonna get back to, because I was away and then I just wasn't like, yeah, I had a bit of a cold last week. And then I had a bunch of stuff to sort out, so I haven't been doing the regular update videos, but I'm going to get back to doing those. And also, do people, like, I don't know where most people here are from. It seems like the evening streams get better viewers and we get new viewers in the evenings, but I was considering doing like a more regular, like UK European morning live stream to go over analysis. and bring in like some new stuff, switch it up a little bit. But I just don't really know. I'm going to try some stuff, see what works the best, because obviously morning is better for me, because that's when I'm doing all of my analysis anyway, and by the evening it's more of just a general chat. But yeah, we'll see. Has XRP already crashed? Was it completely fake news? It's alright. We'll see what happens with this. It's not something I particularly would want to get involved in anyway. But yeah, you took out a big high. Those below it. See if it gets any continuation. Alright, thank you everybody. Have a great evening. And yeah, I'll be back again tomorrow around New York Open to do some like more serious trading and stuff. So I'll see you all then. Cheers guys.